Hi everyone, this is Balazs from RacingBrick. I'm sure Monster Jam fans are very happy because the series has returned to the world of LEGO Technic. To be honest, I didn't expect these cars to reappear this soon. However, there are some changes that might make you happy, but there are others that aren't so positive. Let's get started. Here are the two boxes side by side. The design hasn't changed that much. You can see both the DIGatron and the ThunderROARus in action on the front. There's another view on the back of the boxes, along with the specs and the photo of the real monster trucks. Let's open the boxes. The sets have 218 and 232 pieces. They will be released on the 1st of January and the price is 28 euros or dollars. This is significantly higher than the previous releases. Those were 20 euros or dollars. So this is one of the bad news. Now let's see what we get in the boxes. There are no numbered bags in the Monster Jam sets, that's no surprise, but interestingly one of them has plastic bags, the other has paper ones. I've seen a lot of comments lately about paper bags, or actually about the lack of paper bags in certain regions, but I think the explanation should be quite simple. Since LEGO is gradually transitioning the factories to the new packaging system and has announced that they started in Europe with US and Asia following afterwards, these were either produced at different times or in different locations. Sets with paper bags have only been available in Europe in larger quantities since the beginning of the year, although I've also seen some sets with plastic bags this summer. So if you see LEGO sets online with different inner bags or even boxes than the ones you can buy locally, that could be the reason. Let's get back to Monster Jam. At the end of the instructions we find these comparison photos, the LEGO version together with the real one, and here are the parts lists of both sets. Let's start building. We begin with the pullback motor and add parts right away with a few geometric tricks. Here comes a long flip-flop beam, then the first bright light orange elements. We have a lot of new parts in this color. You can check out the parts list, and it's time to add the first sticker now. This is not a common LEGO piece, and now we've used 5 of them in this little section. Interesting. We add this to the main assembly, then comes the obligatory large bumper and other details around the build. I build the roof, then I have to add a couple of half beams here and there. This big tile is definitely new in this color, and it's nice to see that the sticker's background almost matches the color of the plastic this time. The body is more or less finished. This step is a bit tricky because we have these claw pieces on the bars that need to be properly spaced to attach to these pieces, not an easy feat. We add more claws, then the 2 long cross axles, and now we mount the wheels. Make sure the tires and rims are aligned correctly, otherwise the tire police will hunt you down. And now we are finished. Time to build the other one. This one starts with a different configuration, but the pullback motor is similarly inclined. This one also gets the ugly bumper treatment. Based on the ID, this flip-flop beam is new in red, and here is our first stickered piece, with many more to follow. As you can see. This is a big chunk to add. Now both sides are built, time for some details. These are supposed to be the arms, I think. The usual axles are here, then the properly aligned wheels, and we just need to add those 2 cheese slopes and the build is done. So, here are the 2 Monster Jam trucks. They look pretty convincing. I mean, considering the usual scale and the parts available. ThunderROARus reminds me a bit of Megalodon in terms of construction. I have the B model here. Yeah, more on that in a minute. DIGatron looks pretty cool, the color scheme is spot on, and it has the JCB branding all around, though I suppose some people wanted to see a different, probably larger and more functional set from this licensing deal. Here's the first one, hopefully more to follow. As far as features go, these are pullbacks meant to be smashed into each other, and that works properly. Apart from that, you can move the dinosaur arms and that's about it. On the other one, the claws are fixed at the front. The only thing you can move is the backhoe arm at the rear, but that's not really functional either. So here are the 2 new trucks between the older ones, and you can see 2 big differences right away. The first is the tire upgrade that has been requested many times. Now finally these sets have gotten the proper tractor tires. I see this as a positive change, even if they don't match the previous sets anymore, but if you wanted those to look better, you bought the necessary tires a long time ago, and if you want the new ones to look the same, you just need 8 of these rather cheap and ordinary tires. The other thing you need to note is more sad. These 2 are the first in the series without B models. Official B models disappeared from the Technic team altogether. 2024 was the first year we didn't get any, and apparently the trend goes on. I kind of miss them, especially in the smaller sets, though I'm sure many talented builders will share plenty of alternative models on Rebrickable after release. But if we want to sum things up, we have two detailed new Monster Jam sets with upgraded tires on the plus side, but on the downside they lost the B models, and there is a significant price increase from €20 or dollars to €28 or dollars. That is quite a change, and although the new models are already listed for as low as €20 at some retailers, you can buy the previous generation for €13 already, so I'm afraid the price hike will still be noticeable in the future. So folks, let me know what you think of these two sets. What's your impression of the changes, good and bad? Let's talk about it in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, then please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe with notifications, as there will be more exciting LEGO videos coming soon. See you next time, bye bye.